Hello everybody, it is Ebontis, and in this video I want to go over Festival of the Lost with you guys, but we do have some bugs to talk about. Mostly want to make you guys aware of them, and then as they get fixed, what I'm going to do is in the pinned comment below, I will update it. So I will put all of them in there when I post this video, which will probably be tomorrow morning from when I'm recording it, and then as things get fixed, if they're still valid, they'll be in the pinned comment. If they have been fixed, I will take them out of the pinned comment, but I want you guys to be aware of all of them. First one is weird and did not happen to me. This is one to where apparently Eva Levante can have the Solstice quest, which is very out of season, so if that happens, not entirely sure what to do there. Hopefully that one gets fixed. Arcane's Embrace is the new shotgun. Now you can see here it shows Trench Barrel, and when you go through her basic quest, gonna do your first festival like Haunted Lost Sector, and you know, get a mask and put some pages in and that basic stuff, you're gonna get a shotgun. Right here at the beginning of the event, she's giving out one with dual loader, but also Trench Barrel. If you go to light.gg in the API, Trench Barrel is not supposed to be on this weapon. It's just straight up not supposed to be there. Now, the other thing is apparently Trench Barrel on this is bugged. So, if you do what Trench Barrel asks you to do, then you're actually going to be able to have it extend for even longer. So it says, after a successful melee hit, this weapon gains increased damage, handling, and reload speed for a short duration or until 3 shots are fired. This is a heavy burst, so again, it's going to work a little bit different, but the idea is you have more than normal in the magazine because it's a heavy burst, and you're going to be able to unload the entire clip with Trench Barrel, which is going to get you a lot of damage. This weapon is probably bugged, and if Trench Barrel does manage to stay on the weapon, I'm sure Trench Barrel is something they'll fix. But for now, if you want to have fun and enjoy it, if you get the first Arcane's Embrace with Trench Barrel, keep it and lock it, because maybe at some point they'll fix this and, you know, the role won't exist anymore. But for now, you can probably have some fun with it if you want to. So that is kind of the second one that the original quest drop is got a perk it's not supposed to, and the perk itself is bugged on this weapon, so you can have a little fun with it. Now, the sad thing is, the other weapons that you're going to want to go for in here when you go to weapon focusing, all of these four, when you take your Eerie Engrams and you go to focus one for one of these weapons, unfortunately you're going to be working with the 2023 perk pools. They are not updated. There are certain perks that should be dropping for the new, you know, set of perks for this specific year for 2024. They're not. So the API is supposed to show stuff. People are getting last year's perks. It's not dropping correctly. So my advice is, if you are getting Eerie Engrams, hold on to them. Now, I will say, being as we can have so many engrams stored in our engram tracker, unfortunately the Eerie Engrams are going to be sitting over here, which is a little frustrating. So if you do need to spend some Eerie Engrams, just remember you can go after exotic class items. So if you get a bunch of candy, you can spend it there. You could just roll the dice and see if you get a decent weapon. I mean, don't let your entire engram stack pile up and have them just, you know, get lost. But just know that until it is fixed, these are the 2023 perk pools. Missing some weapons and perks and things. It's just not quite right. So just be aware. Hold on to your Eerie Engrams until this is fixed if you're going for some new and current roles. The next thing is going to be about the pages. So previously, the pages that you would have to pick up, you would acquire those. You would basically have to wear the mask, go do activities, and get like spectral pages, and then you would go to a haunted sector, and then however many of the headless ones you would kill, then it would take some of your spectral pages and convert those over. They changed it this year to be much more streamlined, and I do thank them for this. The manifested pages just drop straight up. They drop from various activities while wearing a Festival of the Lost mask, or by completing haunted sectors. You just get these pages pretty much straight up into your inventory, and then all you're going to do is come into your inventory. I've got like 23 right now, and you don't have to go run a haunted sector to convert them. Like if you run a haunted sector, you'll probably get some, like 5, 6, whatever. I've been getting a little bit. I did a Crucible match, I got like 2 or 3, depending on if you win or lose, and you'll just come in here and put them in. So there's no conversion of pages from spectral to manifested, straight into manifested, and I really actually appreciate that that's been simplified. So that's a plus. That's not so much a bug, that's actually something good. Problem is, 2 things. The Haunted Sector playlist right now is the one most people are going to spend their time in, unless you got a group. And the main reason is Expert Haunted Sector is currently not showing up in Fireteam Finder. Expert Lost Sectors for Expert Haunted Sectors are not in here right now. So if you were looking to do it that way, they are not in there. So you're going to have to hold on until that is added to Fireteam Finder. Again, check the pinned comment to see if that's been updated. The other problem is in the Haunted Sectors playlist. Now, previous years, and I think this may have been fixed last year, you would go through and kill like the 10 headless ones, but the timer would still have plenty of time to do it, and you would have to wait for the timer to run out. Really frustrating. I think that was fixed last year. This year, it feels like the problem is the fact that now some people are having one of them glitch or not spawn, so you only get 9. So then you have to wait out the timer because you didn't actually make it to the 10 for whatever reason. And either you wait out the timer to finish it out. I don't know if it fully bugs out, but it sounds like people are just waiting out the timer with the 9 that they get, and then they go for the boss section. So that is currently a glitch that does seem to be happening as well. I'm not trying to like dog on the event. I mean, you know, you can have your thoughts of Festival of the Lost, good, bad, or otherwise, but I just wanted to make you all aware up front of what is currently going on, and then just check my pinned comment to see which one of these is still a valid issue, and if it is there, if it's still valid to my knowledge, then it will be staying in the pinned comment. If it's fixed, it will be gone. So that is kind of what is the issues with everything going on right now. Now let's actually talk about the event. We did talk about the manifested pages being changed. So you can get manifested pages from the haunted sectors. You can get manifested pages by running strikes, by doing crucible matches, probably doing a bunch of other stuff too. I haven't tested how much you get from where. But the nice thing is, I will tell you, if you just go do the Haunted Sector playlist, you're going to be earning candy, you're going to be earning weapons from the event, and you're going to be earning pages. And you need all of those if you're playing this event for any of that. So the candy, as I showed you, that's going to be used for pretty much any of the roles. Like if you want exotics, you can see that's going to be 2,500. If you're going for eerie engrams, that's going to be 500. You're going to be using your candy all the time. So the more of the candy you get, the better. If you go do other things in the world, you'll be getting some. Just make sure you're wearing your mask. And if you're doing the Haunted Lost Sector, you're going to get multiple masks. Eventually, you'll find one that's like decently rolled to where it doesn't suck. Usually what I'll do is if I have an old mask, or I did this to one of them, I just masterwork one of my masks when I get a pretty reasonable stat roll that I can use for the event. And that way I still have most of my mods equipped. Stats will be a little different, but overall I can still kind of do most of what I'm doing. If you're going to go for a solo flawless run into dungeon, put your best piece of gear on that you've got and then go back to your proper build. But if you're just doing everything else for just farming the festival stuff, put a mask on. If you get a better roll, you know, then level that one up and just stick with it, and kind of, even if you do get a slightly better one, just live with it. That's okay. But make sure the mask is equipped for these next 3 weeks so you're earning all of this stuff as you go through. For the actual event challenges, for your event card and all of the stuff in here, just getting manifested pages by doing the Lost Sectors, pretty straightforward and easy to get some of these unlocks. Defeat headless ones in Lost Sectors, earn candy, which you can see it's going to be a lot. Complete an expert Lost Sector. Fireteam Fighter could use to be fixed for that one, I can say. Grab a mystery bag. Mystery bags are a little annoying because it takes like 1,300 candy to buy a mystery bag, so some of your candy is going to go to this if you're trying to go for completion. Pulse rifle targets, grenade launcher targets, shotgun targets, and then complete ritual activities like crucible matches, gambit matches, strikes, that type of stuff. Eerie engrams, focus one of them. Literally, that's all it took. Complete haunted sectors, so you got like 18. Crucible or gambit matches. So if you're doing ritual activities, like this one down here, strikes, gambit, crucible, make sure you do a decent amount of crucible or gambit to check this box, and then whatever's left, if you're done with your crucible time, then you can go do strikes. But make sure you don't do like 18 strikes or something, and then come over here and still have to do these, because, you know, that's just like doubling it up. Everything else, you can get the super black for a shader, which is something I know a lot of people like. That's returned. You can get some rewards here, and then also the memento is available. If you got the memento previously, I think it's just in your possible drop chances that you can get. Your epic mystery bag and your mystery bag, these are going to be just random drops. I would probably never buy this one, and this one, honestly, still probably wouldn't buy it because I don't know much of anything valuable that's going to come from here. You're going to get more benefit from probably focusing right here than ever buying one of these mystery bags, but I think you got to do 1 or 2 for the festival event. So some of your candy is going to go right here. I really would just skip this one for sure. Another thing to do is up in the tree, you're going to see these little triangles. Up here in the tree, what's going to happen is if you come up in this tree and also the other one, be great if I could get up here. See these little triangles that are sitting out here on the edges? These are going to be candy. So if you go up here and you climb your way all the way to the top, you're going to be able to get a good chunk of candy. I think the purple one that's very, very high up on the top, which you can see like right above my head up there. It's not too hard once you like take a couple jumps. I just don't want to pick them up right now unless I have to reshoot this video. But up there, and then also over by, who am I trying to think of? Ikora. This tree over here also has candy in it. And again, same principle, just jump up in the tree, work your way up, just, you know, take your time, clamber up the edges, and you'll be able to get some stuff up here as well. Takes a second to get to this one, so like if you jump up here, just kind of try and find those random things that you'll climb up on. And then when you come up here, so you got like 60 from that one, but if there's a purple one up there, that was like 200, 250. It's a pretty good chunk up there, so don't forget about decent amount of candy, since you're going to need a lot of it is up in those trees, so just don't forget about that. Final thing I wanted to mention was farming candy. Now, the one thing I will tell you early on is if you're farming for pages, so you can unlock some of the event card, if you're farming for any of the weapons without trying to spend all of your eerie engrams, do the haunted sectors. You'll go through there, you're going to get candy, you're going to get pages from it directly, and you actually get more pages than seemingly most other things. So the haunted sector playlist, pretty quick, as long as you don't get the little bug for the like 9th or 10th guy. I've had some decent luck and a fair amount of drops, decent amount of candy from a run. But if you are just on the candy farm, I've tried a couple of other things, not quite as successful. If you do the match-made Nightfall, and this is for week 1 of the event, you have double Nightfall loot drops and also Vanguard rank points increased. So if you're looking to knock out a reputation reset to get the, say, pursuit weapon, and you're looking to get double Nightfall drops to load up on things like prisms or cores or anything like that, maybe a Nightfall weapon drop, just do the advanced one. Matchmaking is on. Like this week, you got Stasis and Void Surge. Grenade launchers are overcharged. Just kind of bring in what you think is going to be most beneficial in here, and it's, I just got done doing it. It's the Arc Blade. And when I was done, I think I got like 500 candy plus whatever I got from killing the few enemies throughout, which the ones from the enemies feel sporadic, but I went from like 700-ish all the way up to like 1229. So if you're truly going for a full candy farm, you know, a match-made Nightfall this week especially is going to be good, because the double Nightfall drops on top of the 500 candy. That's one of the best ones I found in quick early testing. If you guys get a lot of drops from other things, let me know in the comments below. That's what those are for. If you're like, I mean, if you want to go for one of the campaign, you know, missions where you can do a quick repeat, that's fine. Like some of those like the campaign checkpoints probably still work, but honestly, just doing like Vanguard for candy, or if you're just doing the haunted sectors, you're going to get all of the drops happening. You don't really need to go out of your way to do checkpoint farming, and you can do everything I'm telling you solo, which helps as well. So that's about everything I got for Festival of the Lost right now. If you're going for weapon farming and you're going for the new drops, give a little bit and wait for that stuff to come. Hopefully get fixed here quick. Just know Fireteam Finder is not active for Expert. Hopefully that is fixed as well. If you're looking for the event card or cosmetics, because remember, you've actually got your haunted armor sets. So for like the Hunter, you've got the Evil Witch. I think the Titan one is actually probably going to be the one that looks the best, the Good Wizard versus like the Witches. But whichever ones you want to pick up, there's some cool stuff in here. And hope you guys enjoyed the event and hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like below if you've got comments, thoughts, loadouts, activities that are really good for a farm. I'll try and keep the pin comment updated. Other than that, thank you very much. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, but if you want to support the channel, easy thing, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all. I'll see you soon.